tires, beer up to your ears. But who's there for you if a drunk wrecks your car? We are. Get the picture? Call us at 303-782-9999 or go to andersonhemet.com.
Mile High Dental and Implant Centers offer dental implant specialists and 3D x-rays in our 4 state-of-the-art facilities, allowing our trained staff to give you the dental implants you've always wanted in just one day. Call to schedule your free consultation today.
Don't miss Granite Depot's massive spring clearance. Save like never before on Granite Depot's amazing selection of beautiful granite slabs and stunning wood cabinets. Plus, take advantage of special no-interest financing with up to 3 years to pay. Granite Depot, I-70 in Monaco.
If you haven't seen Universal Studios Hollywood lately, take another look. So much has changed, you may not recognize it. Everywhere you turn, there's something new and unexpected. The fun has never been this bold, and the adventure has never been more real. It's a universe beyond anything you imagined. Come see what you're missing. Universal Studios Hollywood. You'll be amazed at what we've become.
For all the noses that stuff up around pets, there's Flonase Sensimist. It relieves all your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't, and all from a gentle mist you can barely feel. Flonase Sensimist.
Dig into KFC's Wednesday special, our 7-piece value meal for just $14.99. Get 7 drumsticks and thighs plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. Why cook when you can get our complete meal for just $14.99? The Wednesday special for a limited time at your local KFC.
I wasn't allowed to be a mom to my child. All these people are doing is making my life a living hell. I can't be a mother.
Judge Judy, today at 3 and 4.
Good to have you with us. 11 o'clock on a very busy Tuesday morning. I'm Kirk Youngke.
I'm Megan O'Haller, and we start with breaking news out of Douglas County right now. 2 fires have broken out. A grass fire down in Castle Rock, and it has several homes destroyed at this hour.
Something we've been worried about all morning long. Meteorologist Greg Dutra has been talking about the conditions out there. I want to show you video, guys. South Metro Fire posting this just about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Look at this. I mean, the flames are massive, but more importantly, look at the winds driving these flames. That's the problem. 3 homes burning. This is North Foxtail Drive in Castle Rock. The homes around these homes have been evacuated for obvious reasons. We also have pictures sent to us by viewers that live right there in the area. The good thing is, so far, no injuries have been reported. Firefighters, though, concerned about conditions. Castle Rock Middle and Castle View High School both on lockout with a secure perimeter because of this fire right now.
Just goes to show you the extent of the immediate danger right now as we speak. In addition, the Douglas County Sheriff warning about another small grass fire that's burning right now near Dawson Butte. Tama Road, west of that fire at Bear Dance. So that's the issue of concern here. Right now, they're issuing a pre-evacuation notice to the area of Keene Ranch down in Dougco. The Douglas County Fairgrounds opening up to accept large animals for those who do have to evacuate. And of course, we have meteorologist Greg Dutra tracking the conditions in the area. Greg, you've warned us all morning about this danger.
Well, and all morning I've said Douglas County, Elbert County will be the first spots that see the highest winds. And well, don't you know that's where those fires are breaking out. 34 miles per hour in Castle Rock. Down in Franktown, 35 miles per hour. These are current sustained winds. These aren't even gusts. Gusts getting up to 50 or close to 60 miles per hour already. And they're not going to lay down until we get into the second half of today. This afternoon is actually going to be windier than this morning has been. So don't expect these winds to knock down anytime soon. And that fire danger is extreme along the Front Range. This is our Lookout Mountain camera. This is looking back. It's elevation about 7,000 feet. I mean, you can see for yourself how much that's shaking around. Those current winds are starting to spread more to the north. 31 miles per hour in Denver, 25 miles per hour in Keensburg. And this morning, Fort Collins, Briggsdale, and Greeley were completely calm. Well, now they're up to 20 miles per hour, and those will even gust up to 50 miles per hour today. So here's a look at the fire danger for this afternoon. Again, the biggest risk will be from about noontime today to about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Temps, they'll be in the 60s, even close to 70. Very low humidity. I mean, we know how dry our winter's been so far. And wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. I was going to barbecue today. I'm not barbecuing anymore. I got a gas grill. I don't care. I don't want to be the person who starts the fire.
Don't cut the lawn. I mean, so many things that you don't think of that had just the smallest spark is all it takes. That's the concern.
Shooting ranges, too. People who go out and shoot, don't do that. Same thing.
All right, Greg, thank you for the advice. We're following more breaking news out of Philadelphia right now. A Southwest Airlines flight making an emergency landing. It took off from LaGuardia, headed for Dallas, had to make an emergency landing in Philly after an engine blew. 143 passengers, 5 crew members on board. It safely landed, as you can see. These are live pictures coming to us from the airport there in Philadelphia. Yeah. 1 person taken to the hospital in critical condition due to head trauma. Fox News reporting that 1 passenger was actually sucked out of the plane because of the debris hitting the window.
And you can see that window. Greg, you were just pointing this out. So on the right-hand side of your screen, you see a window that appears to be missing, which is likely the window that was blown out. The engine in the foreground, clearly the engine that had the problems here. Greg, I want to ask you a few questions about this, but before we do that, let me pop up on my computer here because we have the flight map that we just brought up, and this kind of shows you the actual flight, of course, where it left here from LaGuardia, and this is the point right here where it starts to descend. You were saying it was up to about 32,000 feet.
So it was up near cruising altitude, which tells you one thing off the top. 32,000 feet, there's no birds up there.
Right.
So it wasn't a bird strike or anything like that that caused this engine failure.
So we don't know what caused it, but we do know that it quickly descended, and from this point on made its way to Philadelphia with that emergency landing. Of course, it's the big story, the front page, foxnews.com, the headline, horror at 30,000 feet right now. And look at the picture of the engine just destroyed by that, clearly foamed because they had to put out some sort of fire.
Well, so there's a couple of types of engine failures. There's the type that happened on U.S. Airways 1549, which is the one that landed in the Hudson. Yeah. That was a bird strike and a contained engine failure where the engine looked like, you know, the outside of it was kind of intact still. Yeah. None of the rotor blades or turbine blades flew out of the engine. This one, very clearly in the picture that you have up, looks like an uncontained engine failure, which is the absolute worst kind. And quite honestly, that's how the big plane accidents happen, where planes actually crash into the ground. So they are very lucky to be safe.
Well, the question is what caused it.
Right.
And there are plenty of other planes like those planes, same model, still out there flying. And so the question is what kind of reaction does the NTSB have on this?
Exactly, because again, it wasn't a bird strike, which is an outside influences. So now they're going to look through the maintenance logs, make sure it wasn't a maintenance problem. If it was a maintenance problem, is the same issue taken care of on other planes? Are they going to have to ground their fleet? Is it not just a Southwest problem, a plane design problem? Right. So there's a lot that you're going to hear out of this over the next couple of days.
Just glad that you know, again, it's horrible, 1 person hurt, but this thing could have been so much worse. It sounds like.
Yes.
All right, we're staying on top of that breaking news this morning for you.
Other developing news this morning: a computer outage at the IRS. Well, it's tax day, causing people some big-time problems.
All right, the direct pay system is down, and the tax deadline, we are now less than 13 hours to go from that midnight deadline. Greg Dutra actually spotted this problem on the IRS website about 6:30 in the morning, and they've had problems ever since. The agency confirmed that this is something that they're dealing with about an hour ago. The IRS reportedly trying to reboot the system, and it says that taxpayers will not be penalized if this technical problem delays their payment.
Today marks 1 year since an uncapped gas line caused this home to explode in Firestone, killing 2 people and injuring another.
Well, the community coming together today to honor those killed in the blast. Fox 31's Evan Krugel is in Firestone with what's happening today and what's being done to prevent any other tragedies like this from happening.
This is where that explosion happened. The home and debris now replaced with a small memorial. A year later, this community continues to honor the victims as the state looks to make sure this never happens again. You'll recall 2 men were killed, Mark Martinez and Joey Irwin, and another woman was injured after a basement full of gas blew up here off Twilight Avenue. Officials say that explosion was caused by an odorless gas leaking from a broken flow line. That line, owned by Anadarko Petroleum, had been cut but not disconnected, allowing gas to leak into their basement through a sump pit. Now, that explosion led to an emergency inspection order from the governor and to some new regulations across the state, most notably changing how those flow lines are tested and mapped. Until now, the routes of existing underground flow lines has remained largely unknown, but starting 2 weeks from today, oil and gas companies will be required to tell the state where they're installing new lines. As for the full investigation into this explosion, that remains ongoing a full year later and could take another 6 months. The incident, of course, rattled the Firestone community, which held a short ceremony for town workers this morning, lowering a Colorado flag to half staff to honor those 2 men that were lost.
It was a huge loss But in the face of that enormous loss, we have seen what Firestone is and what it has always been, a community that comes together both in life's celebrations and its challenges. In many ways, Joey Irwin and Mark Martinez were community members that embodied the very best of who we are, demonstrating an unfailing willingness to help.
Anadarko has since shut down this well and others in the neighborhood and handed out methane detectors to homes in the neighborhood. Plans are now underway to turn this property into a park. Reporting in Firestone, Evan Krugel, Fox 31.
Now to a fire at the Colorado Springs Airport. It is affecting flights in and out of the Colorado Springs Airport today. A 3-alarm fire broke out on the terminal roof. Take a look. This is a picture of the damage. It actually forced the airport to close late last night. The terminal was safely evacuated. There are no reported injuries after the blaze broke out around 11:30 last night. More than 60 firefighters fought those flames. Inbound and outbound commercial service is canceled today, and that's affecting 25 flights. There are also 14 flights canceled out at DIA due to the Colorado Springs Airport closure, 7 incoming and 7 outgoing flights. Now, the extent of the damage to the structure not known at this hour. The blaze still under investigation.
A report on the death of a member of Mountain Rescue Aspen finds that he was killed by a tree after accidentally triggering an avalanche with his skiing partner. John Galvin was killed earlier this month. His skiing partner reportedly stopped just short of hitting a tree and survived the avalanche. A final accident report shows that Galvin yelled at his partner, "We're going for a ride," as he saw the avalanche breaking. Sent both of them down the top of Maroon Bowl. Galvin's skiing partner only had minor injuries and was able to ski out. According to new FBI statistics, Pueblo, the most violent city in Colorado. In fact, it's considered the 16th most violent city of 10,000 residents or more in the entire country. The FBI says Pueblo had nearly 49 violent crimes per 10,000 residents in 2017. Colorado Springs had about 27. Denver had 33 per 10,000 residents, and Aurora had 27 per 10,000 residents. All right, busy Tuesday morning. Got a whole lot coming up here on the Fox 31 News at 11, tracking the latest on the weather conditions.
We are windy and warm, and those issues are causing some problems for firefighters again right now as we speak down in Castle Rock as homes burn from that grass fire that just broke out.
Getting what you paid for.
Yeah, I trust that it's right.
The problem solvers measure it out at the pump.
Just one more thing you have to worry about.
And weigh in at the grocery store.
Tested and approved by the state of Colorado.
To see if you're being shortchanged. Tonight on Fox 31 News at 9 and 10.
American Financing is committed to our veterans. This is Greg. He's a U.S. Army vet who's been helping customers with VA loans for 10 years.
I'm honored to serve our veterans, John.
If you're a veteran and own a home, call and ask about America's Loan. With America's Loan, refinance up to 100% of your home's value to take out cash or lower your payments.
It's our way of saying thank you for your service.
Call American Financing now at 303-695-7000.
Established in 1979, these beautiful empty nesters feature a cozy facade with mid-century charm, plus handcrafted details and botanical art. With a detached son off to college and a basement lived-in daughter moving out, this newly subdivided household can now be relocated with the right agent and the right listing. Like this 1-bed, 2-bath beach house with warm colors and warmer tropical climates. RE/MAX agents are more recommended because they recommend what's right for you. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
You okay, man?
Got rear-ended. I was stopped, and this guy behind me was texting me, and the next thing you know, bam, my car goes flying.
Dude, that sucks. You got a lawyer?
I don't have money for a lawyer.
There's these guys, approved legal. They're amazing. You don't pay a cent unless you get paid.
Seriously? What's the number?
1-800-777-7774.
1-800-777-7774. I'm calling right now.
The final season of New Girl hits hilarious new heights.
We get 2 glasses of Chardonnay and a pot of coffee.
Tonight at 8:30 on Fox 31.
Back with breaking news at 11:12 on this Tuesday morning. Take a look at this video from about 25 minutes ago. This is in Castle Rock in the Meadows, and you can clearly see we've got 3 homes engulfed in flames.
Now take a look. This was actually sent to us by a viewer. So far, no injuries have been reported. Firefighters, they of course are concerned about the dry, windy conditions that we've been telling you about all morning long. Castle Rock Middle and Castle View High School both on lockout with a secure perimeter because of this fire. That just kind of gives you an idea of just how dangerous it is right now.
Yeah, guys, pop up my computer if you can. I want to show you just kind of a lay of the land. That line is the road, Foxtail Drive, where those fires are burning right now. And just for perspective, this is Castle View High School right there. This is Castle Rock Middle School right there. You can see why they have those on lockout just north of Meadows Boulevard in Castle Rock. We're going to be covering this and following this and pushing updates on our Fox 31 News app as they come in throughout the day. 11:13 right now. Speaking of Douglas County, the sheriff there saying that this fire is in mop-up phase, a different fire, and pre-evacuation orders are being lifted. This one was burning near Dawson Butte, near Toma Road, west of the fire at Bear Dance. So a little bit of a good update on another fire. It's a windy, dry day. Conditions, unfortunately, we are used to here in Colorado, but something to be aware of on this Tuesday.
Stay with us here on Fox 31 for updates on that breaking news. Now to a health alert today, a medicine made from a marijuana plant that reduces seizures in children getting positive reviews from health officials. Thursday, a panel of experts will meet on the medicine that is used to treat forms of epilepsy in children. The FDA has just posted a review on the medicine saying that patients had fewer seizures, and it appears to support approval. Now, if this is approved, this would be the first government-approved drug derived from a cannabis plant here in the U.S. Well, if you are waiting until the last minute to get your taxes filed, one Denver post office may be able to help you out. If you're a procrastinator, the Denver General Mail Facility office at 7550 East 53rd Place. They're going to stay open until midnight tonight. All other post office locations will close at the normal time. Now, if you do want to have your taxes filed on time, they've got to be postmarked by midnight tonight. So you are running out of time. If you like eating at Chipotle, it will benefit local pets in need today. If you want to stop by for lunch, Chipotle has teamed up with the Dumb Friends League for a fundraiser. They're going to donate 50% of customers' bills to the charity that helps homeless pets. So be sure to mention to the cashier before they ring you up that you do want to participate in this fundraiser. The Chipotle locations that are participating today are the ones in Grand Junction, Silverthorne, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, Boulder, and Pueblo. Those are not part of the event, so I guess every other Chipotle is participating.
The World Cup starts in a couple of months, but if you were hoping to be part of it, you might be disappointed to hear how much you'd have to shell out. Tickets for the 2018 World Cup are being sold for as much as 40 times face value. A ticket listed on the official FIFA site for around $425, found elsewhere for more than $16,000. FIFA says they can deny entry to those who bought tickets on third-party sites. They say they have exclusive selling rights. Nobody else should be selling them, but we've heard that before, frankly, and so the aftermarket is booming. The World Cup begins this June, and you can watch it only right here on Fox 31. Soon, you might not need Amazon Prime to get same-day delivery. Target launching the service for some cities.
Yes, 60 locations in Boston, New York, San Francisco, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. They're going to offer same-day service. Customers who make a purchase in store will be able to have their supplies delivered to their home within 2 hours, all for just $7. Not a bad deal there.
Coming up, we're tracking the latest on this pretty serious weather causing big concerns, specifically down in Douglas County right now. Look at the shaking happening out there on our camera.
Absolutely. We are talking the windy and warm weather causing major fire concerns. We've been in a fire weather warning all day today. We're already dealing with several fires breaking out south of town. Homes on fire as we speak down in Castle Rock. We have schools on lockout. Meteorologist Greg Dutra is going to break it all down for us in Colorado's most accurate forecast when we come back. And we want to remind you that you can still support The Shield, the Fox 31 Problem Solvers, along with our news partners over at Channel 2. We've teamed up with the Safeway Foundation. The next time you head over to Safeway, you can donate to 2 organizations that support our local law enforcement officers, Shield 616 and Cops. Just use the keypad at your checkout to donate anytime between now and May 6th. Coca-Cola also donating 10 cents of each Smart Water sold to support The Shield. Smart Water, they got involved after they heard about our campaign. Again, that fundraiser until May 6th. We'll be right back.
How do you feel when you look in the mirror?
I felt heavy and I looked heavy.
It's hard sometimes to believe that's me.
Do you wish you could have slimmer hips, thighs, and a flat stomach? Now you can. America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, Sonobello, has made it easier and more affordable than ever to get the body you've always wanted. Using advanced microlaser technology, our board-certified plastic surgeons remove hard-to-lose fat in as little as 1 day.
I look in mirrors now and I'm like, dang, that girl looks good.
For your free no-obligation consultation, call 866-777-7725 and get $250 towards looking your very best.
The best investment you could make is in yourself. 100%. I wish I would have done it sooner.
Call now and get $250 off. Payment plans are available. Don't wait one more day. For a free consultation, call 866-777-7725 now.
Imagine the day you quit smoking.
I'll breathe a little easier.
I'll have the money to say yes.
I'll be one of the guys.
I'll have more time for my kids.
The day I quit tobacco, we'll never look back.
Make today your day. Call the Colorado Quit line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW. You can do it. We can help.
Welcome back, guys. Want to go back to that video from South Metro Fire. This was about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes ago when this was shot and 3 homes burning. This is North Foxtail Drive in the Meadows neighborhood, and it's not too far from Castle View High School or from Castle Rock Middle School. Both of those schools on lockout right now.
Our meteorologist, Matt Makins, he lives down in that area and says that there have been several nearby fires in the past.
Yeah.
So take a look. This video was sent to us by a viewer. That Franktown Fire Department, they are also assisting, trying to get this blaze out and put out quickly. So far, though, the good news, no reported injuries so far. But firefighters are, of course, concerned about the conditions. The windy conditions not helping them in their firefight at this hour. Castle Rock Middle and Castle View High School, like you said, Kirk, both on lockout with a secure perimeter because of this fire. They don't want the kids getting anywhere near this.
Well, here's the thing. This is in a neighborhood. I mean, certainly they have like open spaces in between some of the houses, which it seems like that may have been where this started, but it's just a reminder of how dry it is out there. All it takes is a little bit of a spark to start a fire, and the wind is driving these flames today. In addition, the Douglas County Sheriff warning about a small grass fire that's burning near Dawson Butte. Toma Road, west of the fire at Bear Dance. They have issued pre-evacuation notices, but it sounds like they have things under control. They're in what they call the mop-up phase, which means the fire is out, but they're basically making sure to get all the hot spots and clean all that up. So that is good because, Greg, as you know, and you can see from the video that we've been showing you from that neighborhood in the Meadows in Castle Rock, I mean, the flames are just blowing. The wind is driving them.
And that's the problem. I was talking about it early this morning, right? You get one fire going 99 out of 100 times. You don't see this happen on red flag days, but that's the reason the red flag is issued, because it's such a big deal, you know, if it happens to happen. We've had pictures of tree blowdowns come in, but I want to take you outside live to see what's going on. And, well, this is our Lookout Mountain camera, situated about 7,000 feet. I showed you this earlier. It's still bouncing and shaking around like crazy. Winds at that camera level, probably about 40 or so miles per hour. I don't see this camera bounce around much until we get up to about 40. Out at the airport, it's a sustained south wind at 31 miles per hour. That means if you're driving on I-70 or I-76, any east-west route, it'll be a crosswind for you. It'll be tough to maintain your lane composure, so keep that in mind if you're going on the highway. Definitely a 2 hands on the wheel type of day. 70 at DIA, 69 degrees is the current temperature downtown. But of course, we're not really talking so much temperatures. We're talking winds, and boy, are they ripping. These are sustained winds around town. 32 miles per hour in Denver, 36 miles per hour in Centennial. I showed you earlier those wind speeds in Douglas and Elbert County. They're closer to about 40 miles per hour sustained in a lot of cases, like the Pinery, 36 miles per hour there. Same thing in Highlands Ranch, gusts getting up near 50 at this time. Sure, winds are one thing, but when you have high winds and exceptionally dry air, that's when you start running into fire danger. This is the dew point map. All you need to know about the dew point temperature is it measures how much moisture is in the air. Anytime this number is below 20, it is exceptionally dry air. Anytime it's below 0, it is really dry. dry, like skin cracking dry and like prime fire weather type dry. That's what's happening in Douglas County, also Elbert County, and around Adams, Arapahoe, and Denver counties too. That's why the red flag warning's out. That's why I was so serious this morning about trying to convey how big of a fire risk this is. Winds up to 65 miles per hour. Again, anything that gets started, as you've seen from the video, very quickly spreads to be just more than a little thing. High wind warning for everybody else. Even if you're not on the red flag warning, if you're below 9,000 feet, you've got that for you. 50 to 65 mile per hour gusts today. And even if you're not in the red flag warning, your fire danger is still pretty elevated. Tracking those highest winds, I pinpointed this morning now from about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to be those highest winds. And that's where I have Futurecast locked up here. 58 miles per hour, your gusts down in Douglas County, maybe even up to 60 or 65, even around Denver, it gusts to 50, and then 45 to 50 miles per hour off to the north. This is just the end result, the culmination of how dry of a winter we've had. So hopefully we can get some moisture in, and hopefully it happens in a hurry, because while winds do die down, we're still at an elevated risk of fire danger. But I do have good news for you, and that's the Friday forecast. I know it's a Friday, not ideal timing, but we do see rain showers move in by Friday evening, may even switch over to some snowflakes. This will be the next thing I focus on over the next couple of days. It'll be, where does this rain snow line set up? Of course, a few days out here, Friday night into Saturday, but safe to say at least some snowflakes will make it to the front range. So that's what I've got in our forecast here late Friday as we drop down to the freezing mark. Otherwise, your 7-day forecast is looking pretty mild, and if we can get that rain and snow in here, guys, it'll go a long way to me not having to repeat myself about fire danger again next week.
Man, we certainly could use it today, though, Greg. Thank you.
Coming up, tracking the latest on those weather conditions and the impacts.
Yeah, we're talking the windy, warm weather causing major issues for firefighters right now. Down in Castle Rock, 2 homes on fire as we speak. We have Fox 31 Shawl Turner. She's going to join us for a live report from the scene when we come back.
Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather is brought to you by Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom.
Fire sale, 40 to 80% off manufacturer warehouse liquidation. Appliance Factory just received 15 more truckloads. Fire sale, 40 to 80% off LG and GE. 40 to 80% off KitchenAid and Whirlpool. Appliance Factory manufacturer warehouse liquidation, guaranteed to crush Lowe's and Home Depot.
Diamonds at their lowest price in years. Half-carat solitaires are now $3.99, 1-carat $7.90, 2-carat $9.50 per carat, plus 1-carat studs $3.99. Insane prices on thousands of GIA diamonds and designer rings. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Greenwood Village.
Welcome to the world, Junebug.
It means Juniper will need a transplant.
This machine performs like a heart while she waits for a donor.
We got a match.
She's getting a heart.
Let's take a victory lap.
Is she gonna do it? There she goes. Good girl.
Does your home have a crawl space? Crawl spaces can be filled with pests, musty air, and mold, all right beneath your feet. A sealed crawl space by Rod Martin's Complete Basement Systems can mean a cleaner, more comfortable home all year round. Contact us today.
When you're in an accident, important evidence may be lost forever if you don't act fast, which is why we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't wait. If you need us, we are here now. Backus and Schenker, our passion is justice.
When you need window well covers, look no further than CoverWell. Our custom covers are UV coated so they'll never yellow and can hold over 500 pounds guaranteed. Keep your family safe and your wells clean and dry. Call 303-425-8818 for a free estimate today.
Fire sale, 40 to 80% off manufacturer warehouse liquidation. Appliance Factory just received 15 more truckloads. Fire sale, 40 to 80% off LG and GE. 40 to 80% off KitchenAid and Whirlpool. Appliance Factory manufacturer warehouse liquidation, guaranteed to crush Lowe's and Home Depot.
Welcome back, guys. 11:26 right now. Brand new video. This just came in minutes ago from South Metro Fire, and this is the mop-up phase, the containment phase of that house fire, multiple house fire in Castle Rock that started maybe about 45 minutes to an hour ago.
Now you can see the flames are out, which is a whole lot of damage left behind. Let's get out to Fox 31 Shawl Turner. She is live down in Castle Rock at the scene. Shawl?
Yeah, you know, you see how windy it is out here. That played a big role in this fire here, but I just spoke to firefighters on the scene and they confirmed that this fire is contained here near Foxtail and Indian Summer. Let me hop out of the way and give you a look at what they're doing at this point. This fire involving 3 structures, the schools in the areas on what's called a lockout. All the kids outside brought inside because of the smoke, but learning continues. School not interrupted inside the building. There were evacuations in this area, but no injuries reported. Everybody okay. As far as what comes next, there will be a press conference held, which I'm on my way to right now, where we're going to learn more about what may have caused this fire. So stay with us. Back to you reporting from Castle Rock.
Yeah, I mean, can you, Shaw, can you smell the smoke still? Are there residual effects in that neighborhood where you're located right now?
You know what, Kirk, as I started to come up here, I did, but now I really don't even smell the smoke anymore. At this point, they're just cleaning up everything, backing up the trucks, leaving.
Thanks, Shaw.
All right, so we'll, of course, stay on top of that breaking news for you on air and online at kdvr.com. Have a great day, everybody.
Hi, I'm Brian Gary. A lot of replacement windows may look the same, but there are huge differences and variations of materials that we use. Ted from Renew It by Anderson is here to tell us the differences.
Well, wood windows look great, but they need painting every few years. And aluminum windows are strong, but they conduct heat and cold. Now, vinyl windows might be maintenance-free, but they warp over time. Anderson recognized that there really wasn't a product out there that solved the most frustrating window problems.
So Anderson created Fibrex.
Right. Fibrex is our exclusive composite material, and while wood and vinyl expand and contract a lot, our Fibrex barely expands and contracts at all. So our weather-tight seals stay weather-tight even in the worst and most extreme temperature swings.
And the look of your window is completely customizable.
That's right. We have a variety of window styles and 9 beautiful colors. And you can choose your hardware, your grill styles, and we also have 4 beautiful styles of Anderson patio doors.
And it's incredible what your glass can do.
Yeah, let me demonstrate this. I'm going to use this thermometer to get a temperature of the interior of our room here. It's 74 degrees. But if I shoot this heat lamp, and it's 331 degrees.
So you're telling me on the inside now?
Yep, if I shoot this through the glass, it's right down to about room temperature, 77 degrees. So our glass keeps all the warm air in your house in the wintertime and out of your house during the summertime.
That's a really cool demonstration. Thanks, Ted. Right now, Renew by Anderson has a huge discount.
Buy one window or patio door and get your next one 40% off. And your installation is included. And then with our financing, get new windows now, but don't pay anything for a year. No money down, no payments, and no interest for a year. Or if you'd like, make super low monthly payments. Call to schedule your free window diagnosis. 720-466-5900. That's 720-466-5900.
Get your pinpoint weather forecast in northern Colorado on Fox News Radio 600 KCOL.
Best. I'm Joanna Cannell. And I'm Sam Boyk. And happy Tuesday. We have a great show planned for you today. From surgery-free stem cell treatments to some great advice on those nasty allergies that we're all dealing with right now. But first, check this out.
Well, Chris and Heidi Powell are best known for their transformations on their hit show Extreme Weight Loss. Yes. Now they are doing virtual transformations with their new Transform app. They provide hundreds of workouts and nutrition plans that fit your lifestyle.
Did we surprise you with your super hot video?
I saw that monitor. I'm like, who is that? Who is that?
Hey, let's show them live. There you go. I wasn't expecting a close-up of my face.
That was me. Sorry I forgot we were live.
Well, you guys forget how hot you are. All right. So
I forget how hot you. Well, I don't forget.
Here, pretty hot. I'll give you that look again.
Smolder. Give us a smolder. wait, wrong camera, babe.
I love that.
That camera. Go to that camera.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Work it.
I am so excited to have Chris and Heidi Powell on live today. I've interviewed you guys before, but never live. This is so exciting to have you in studio.
Is this the first time live?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, we've done a lot with you guys, but first time live in studio.
The energy in this studio is amazing right now. Let me just tell
I know, I'm sweating. I'm just standing next to them and doing nothing.
Super exciting.
But we've got to get into the reason you're here, because you guys always make the people you're helping the star, okay? So you flew in, and we want to show this because you surprised a lady here in Denver over the weekend. I love the surprises that you guys always do. You showed up at her doorstep. Tell me who this is and why you came.
So this is Leslie. Leslie has a really special story. She actually lost 50 pounds a couple years back following our book, Extreme Transformation. Her son was then